All right, Jessica. Anything changed today with your visit to Washington?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And we are certainly hopeful for change. We went to Columbus a few weeks ago to request that Governor DeWine submit a request for an emergency declaration, and he should be commended for doing that. While it wasn't in a timely manner, we're happy to have that. So now we're here. We're working on the Hill to try to get Biden to sign that declaration so that we can get the resources that we need.
All right. The presidential visit's one thing. It sort of represents that the president's paying attention. The federal government's coming to pay attention. Since East Palestine, he's been to Ukraine, Virginia Beach, Delaware, Colorado Springs, went to Philadelphia for the I-95 bridge collapse, California climate change announcement with Governor Newsom, Lithuania for the NATO summit, Finland has been back to Pennsylvania a number of other times. There's been a lot of presidential trips. Why do you think, for a president who says he cares so much about the working class in America and so much about environmental issues, he doesn't come to a town that's the site of working class citizens dealing with one of the greatest environmental disasters in the past, 10 years?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. I don't make decisions for other people. I don't pretend like I know why Biden does or doesn't do what he's doing. But I do know that we need that emergency declaration. I do know that our homes, our businesses still smell like toxic chemicals. And that's not something that we can really do anything about without those resources. We desperately need indoor air home monitoring to make sure that our homes are safe, which we still don't have almost 6 months out. And we've been told that while we have been exposed to these chemicals, there's really nothing that can be done from a medical standpoint except for wait and get treated for the cancers that are coming our way. So these are the resources that we need. Whether or not Biden comes, maybe he doesn't want to come because it's not safe in East Palestine. I guess we really don't know. The testing has been inefficient.
All right. You say that we need more testing, and we did some independent testing or got access to some dioxins, which is what causes cancer. 1,900 parts per trillion versus 4 parts per trillion in normal situations. Total dioxins, 500,000 versus 1,800 in the control sample. It's sort of a stunning number, and there's no way to really trace it to anything but the spill and then the burn off of the rail cars afterwards. Let me put it in a larger sense. Is part of the problem here that if we start really investigating this and seeing what's happening, that effectively you're either going to have to raise East Palestine and move everybody out, or it's going to turn into something like a Chernobyl that no one can go into that town or eat the crops or the livestock or anything else that comes from nearby farms?
I would love to see my town become fully remediated. I think right now we have to remember that this is a grim warning for those that do live near a railroad track. This isn't something that we're just going to come back from and everything is going to be hunky-dory. This is something that we need to continue to pursue change in policy so this doesn't happen again. And I'm going to be here for it. This is why we're here. This is what we're doing. And, hopefully we can continue to remediate. I think it's going to be a really long time. We really cannot continue to have these inconsistent, lack of transparency answers. What we need is the truth.
Right. Well, in a way, you guys kind of already know the truth, right? Because people are still getting sick. You're still seeing the chemicals in the water and in the streams and in the rivers. You kind of know what the truth is.
We know that the streams are still highly contaminated. I think this is something that we can certainly all agree on. The problem is that they say that it's safe, and you kind of want to turn your head because there are still people sick. So until things start matching up, it is going to be really challenging to understand what the truth really is.
Yeah, it was telling, and I remember seeing these pictures, right, where they were telling everybody it's safe and we've done all these tests, and yet all of the people from the EPA and Norfolk Southern were all wearing hazmat suits and telling the residents, oh, no problem, just come back. So, hey, the people there are really lucky to have you. Yeah. Continue to fight for them and be an articulate voice and for you to stay in East Palestine and really continue this. So we'll have you back to talk about it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate your time today.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.